I'm Dr. Wayne Bird. I've lived in Los Angeles for about 40 years, and I've done a lot of things since I've been here, and tried to be beneficial to people in this community, and I've brought a lot of good things here, and I've seen a lot of things since I've been here. I attended Pepperdine University. I got my bachelor's and an MBA there, and then went on subsequently to get a PhD in business and management. I am married and have 3 children, and try to live an exemplary life in the city. But I've found that sometimes the city is not very fair to people, and all kinds of things occur here. My car was facing eastwardly, and I had to come on the north side of the streets in order to get into the house. And the guys were walking west in front of the garage. And they were on the opposite side of the street from me. So I saw them, and I waited a while until they passed by the place where I would have to cross over to go into the house. So I watched them sort of carefully. Had the big Raiders jacket on and the hoods. And it was dark. It was about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the evening. So I said, well, I'll just wait here. I felt fairly secure, because being an infantry soldier, I could take care of myself. So I felt fairly secure, just 2 guys. So I waited until they had passed by, and then I watched in the rearview mirror. Now the car was a 4-door, so I got out of the front and went to the back door, and I opened the back door and I left the door open. And it's just one of my things that I like to keep one of my hands sort of free, so I can do whatever I have to do with that free hand. So I got the grocery out of the car, and with the plastic bags, and I took them and I put them in this hand. In my right hand, I had my left hand free. So the guys had stopped at the sidewalk, so I was sort of watching them, and they were watching me. So I figured, well, these youngsters aren't going to bother me tonight. They've seen me, and I've seen them, so now it's okay. So I got the 3 or 4 bags of groceries, I put it in my hand. I also had some books. I knew writing and stuff, so I had the books, and I put the books under my arm with my note and all of that, and I put them under the same arm that I had the grocery bags, plastic bags at. But by the same token, I always carry a .357 Magnum, and I usually keep it on my right side with the handle turned backwards or forward, so that I can always get it with my left hand if I need, because my left hand is my positive hand. I use my left hand more than my right hand, these kinds of things. So anyway, I saw the guys standing over there. I said, well, it's all over now. They're not going to bother me, so I'm going to get out of the car. So I had the back door open, and the door was open and sort of blocking me. So I was in the back seat getting the groceries, so I got it on and I put it in my hand, and I had my bag under my arm. I had momentarily taken my eyes off of the guys, but I knew they were about 40, 50 feet away from me. So I said, well, you know, they're going to be okay. Then all of a sudden I looked up and they're standing right behind me. And one guy said, what's up, what's up, what's up? And he did a little shuffle toward me. And you know how to get cute when they have the gun in their hand and turn it sideways like a crip. He's going to turn the gun sideways and put it up to my head like that. But when he did that, it was sort of dark and he couldn't see his hand. So my .357 Magnum was right here, where it always is. So when he pulled the gun to my head, there were 2 of them standing, and I'm looking at them like this. So then I whirled around, and I shot him, and I don't know how I missed him. And I kept shooting and kept moving back this way until I got across the street. And when I got there, I was out of bullets, and I didn't have any extra. Always carry extra bullets now. So what I did at that time, I ran toward the house and started calling my wife from the outside. I said, hey, open the door, open the door. So I ran into the house and said, give me some more bullets. So I got some more bullets, and I reloaded my .357, and I put the old cartridge shells on the table, and then we called 911. And then I went back outside the door, and in a few minutes there after the police had come, and we went and looked for the guys, but we couldn't find them. So now I stay prepared, and I always have a .357 Magnum in my waistband. The only exception is when I go inside the church building, I leave it in the car. But other than that, you can rest assured that I'm always protecting myself in Los Angeles. That's just the way it is. So what I do now is to try to do the best I can in the community and work with various business activities and various systems and people and financial planning programs, and also with the church. And at the church I teach the young people and the adults whenever I have the opportunity. And sometimes I even speak at the congregational level in the worship services. I'm Dr. Wayne Bird. And that's just the way it is.